Hi everyone, it's Jonna, or just call me Jo. I'm here to do a video with Raven makeup reviews, and we decided to do a collab doing the what YouTube didn't make us buy. So I could go on and on about all sorts of things because I have a bunch of makeup. But I've got a couple here that that kind of got me, we'll say, rolling, kind of, once I started my channel. A couple of these things I had before I had started doing my channel. But you'll probably, once you see it, you'll see a theme of how I used to kind of be versus how I'm trying to be now. So let's just kind of get right into it. As far as kind of where I kind of went start from or whatever was this Laura Geller. I could say that this one here is a Ulta made me buy it, not YouTube. But anyway, we've got the Laura Geller Baked, Balance, and Bright. This one's in Fair. I'll open them up in a second. And then this is the eyeshadow trio in Tiramisu. And then the blush in Tropic Hues. So there's the powder foundation. This is supposed to be a color correcting, it can be used as a foundation or just an all over face powder. I've only used it a few times, but I think I might sell it on my Poshmark. I don't know if you can see the coloring in it. It'll be sanitized before or whatever. It kind of came in a kit and I was talked into it. But anyway, so there's that, and then I see this more as a highlight than eyeshadow. But there's brown, pink, and then like a champagne and pink, you know, so I don't see that as an eyeshadow. I see that more, you know, like, see, that's like the bronze. I don't know if you can see the brown or not. It's kind of shiny. The lighting stinks in here because it's raining outside, so I had to bring it out. And then that's the middle, the pink one. See, you can't really, would you say, I'd say that's more like a highlight. And then here's the creamy one. See, they're all kind of the same. So there's that. This blush ain't too bad if you're careful with it. It looks scary because of how bright it is. But really, when you put it on your skin, see, it's kind of bright. But when you, like, kind of blend it out on your skin, of course it's kind of sticking to my sore I have on my hand. If you just kind of, just a little bit at a time, and then with me I would have taken this powder here that I first showed you, and then kind of, you know, just did a little dusting over to try to kind of make it more pink. So that's nice. So that is, but I don't use these. I just, I don't know. I just don't use them. So I think I might put those over. These probably will go over on Poshmark. They were expensive, but I just don't use them. But YouTube didn't make me buy them because I already had them before I started my, you know, really watching YouTube or whatever. The other thing that I would have to say is the Neutrogena. I used a lot of the translucent powder, you know, the healthy skin powders. I didn't bring my blush out with me, but this is just kind of an all over face powder. It's called, you know, just blends, you know, and this is in clean number 10, and I kind of just use this. See, it's just kind of like a, you can't even really see it. See, it's just kind of a face powder. You can't even really see it, you know. It's just kind of a nice face powder just to bring everything in. And this one particularly is for more for oily skin, but I don't have oily skin. I just the colors work nice just to kind of soften everything up. I dropped the sponge, I mean the applicator. But there's this, and then there's also a blush, but I don't know what I did with it, or otherwise I would have brought that out and showed you that I use sometimes too. So they didn't make me use this, but this is a really nice product to use. I'm trying to, before I really get into, you know, stuff. And then the very best mascara I think there is out there, I say this over and over, that I think is the very best. It's better than Sex. It's better than the It Cosmetics. It's better than the Lash Paradise. I don't care what anybody says, but it's the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous, and I use the waterproof. This is black, but it's this one's more, it's black, but then I also have the carbon black, because I haven't been able to find this one in the grayer package, but I have it now, and now I have the blue. This is the best, I swear, it's the best. It stays put, it doesn't flake, it doesn't run, it separates your lashes, and it makes it, you know, real nice. It makes, you know, these are nice. So there's that. And then I happen to be, I know I'm flopping all over, but, and then I couldn't even really tell you which eyeliner, I have tons of them here, that they didn't make me buy. I could tell you for sure that, I don't know where it went, of course, right just as I needed it. I just had it for the longest time. I just used the sugar Physicians Formula. I used just, you know, and it's still, you know, every once in a while I use it. It's, you know, it's right on there. It ends up becoming matte. But then I kind of switched over to what I really like is the Essence. I use everything in waterproof. This Essence one, it's got more of a finer tip. So when you put it on there, see, you could make a, you know, a lot finer tip. So that one's been my real favorite. And then my all-time favorite is the Stila. I've been using Stila for a while. See, because I started this channel out as as Weight Watchers, made a little bit of planners, and I've moved into the makeup, and I already had a bunch of this makeup. But that's how that one is. It's also very thin. So I like that. You know, it's not as... And these are all waterproof, the ones that I've picked out. And then, of course, I've got, you know, I sold Mary Kay, so I have lots of Mary Kay, you know, that I've used over time. And then just some odds and ends, you know, liners and stuff. So there's that I'd have to say. And then I'm trying to use this up, but I was using the It Cosmetics CC before it really like kind of blew up or whatever. Actually, some of the different products of that I've been using the It Cosmetics. This one we can blame on QVC. Now QVC has talked me into buying things, but not YouTube. So I've had to stop watching QVC. But that's okay, you know. But I really like this because I have sensitive skin, so you'll see a trend here that it's pretty much, I mostly use like Tarte, the It Cosmetics I use a lot of, a couple of the L'Oreal products that I use, and you know, the better things, and that you'll see a trend here. But anyway, yeah, I really like this. I have it on today. This look will be up. I filmed it earlier, and it'll be up in a little bit. If you wanted to see how I ended up with this look, yeah. So that's the coverage that I kind of use that YouTube did not make me buy because I was already kind of into it. And since we are talking about IT Cosmetics, this is well, and then, well, there's one Tarte palette, but this is kind of where I was at, and I'm trying to come along with colors. So, this is the Naturally Pretty palette. Let's see, the Matte Luxe Transforming Eyeshadows. And of course, as you can see, they're whoops, it's very reflective. Lighter pinks. I wore a lot of pinks and purples. They're the colors that I kind of did, and I'm trying to get better at that. So, and it's very soft. They're all like, you know, very soft colors. You see, it's hard to see, but I would, you know, wear more of the softer colors, because I thought I had to because I was older. There's that one, and then this is the romantic one, and I kind of like this one, and for a while I thought I was, what do you want to say, a rebel, because it has a green in it. That was a while ago, though. But again, see, more of the pinks and the purples and stuff, and so I was wearing this before they really even pushed, you know, the IT thing, but these are two palettes, you know, softer. These are palettes that are softer. I haven't reached for them in a long time, but they are, that's where I started. And, oh, before I get into the next, I'll go through this other first before I get into my main brand. And then also, I really like I haven't used it in a little while, the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. If I could get it open. My hands don't work so well, and Kelly left. Well, you guys have seen it. But anyway, there's the, oops, I'm trying not to let it be reflective. But it's, and the brush is in here if you wanted to contour with it. It's actually pretty good. When I put mine on, I might contour just a little tiny bit, like back here with it, just to darken it. But for the most part, I kind of just mix everything together. And then I kind of go over this. Sometimes I put under my eye, or I'll just kind of go over top of my, where I've darkened, real darkened, and then put maybe a little line here to kind of break it up a little bit. So, but this is a real good one from Physicians Formula. You know, the matte sculptors, and I know they still sell it in, you know, a darker color, and but so this is another one that I didn't buy because of YouTube. Well, we'll do that with skincare. And then the other, my highlighters, because I didn't really invest into any other big highlighters, not really. I mean, I had an Essence one, but for the most part, this is the highlighter that I used almost for everything. Oh, well, I had an e.l.f. one too, for the most part. But it's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette with the, it's got all the different colors, and I would pick which one I wanted to use. Of course, now I have a ton of highlights because my eyes have been opened by YouTube and many of you girls, a couple of the bigger influencers, but more like Casey Holmes and Kathleen Lights, not Manny or any of them. I like to watch them. I think they're funny, but I like the more genuine. But anyway, so this was my highlighter for a very, very long time. This kind. So, because I didn't know any better, you know. I did my makeup the same all the time. It was pink, you know, it was pinks and purple out here, and then a light up on top, you know, and it's just kind of, that's really was my eye, and black eyeliner and bright blue mascara, believe it or not. But I also, and then when I found the Fiona Styles, I wish that they didn't stop selling in Ulta. I have a couple of her eye pencils too. They are like really great. Of course, I'm trying to find one now, and I find Cargo and everything else. The Fiona Styles, you know, eyeliners and stuff. These are like really great. But then I kind of went to this palette here for highlight and a little bit of contour. It's got a little bit of brown to it. I know everything looks so shiny because of the way the lights are. But you know, I don't know if you can see that. See how it's brown? It is brown. Or tan, I should say. You know, I'll make it twice. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then the center is the brighter one. Little highlight that I use that a lot. You know, and then the last one is a pink, kind of a pink, and I use this as a topper on top of my blush. So it's just a little like ballerina pink. So when I knew that they were going out, I went and I bought. I have I have backups of these, and I use this every once in a while. It's been a little bit since I've reached for it, just because I don't know. I let things get away from me. So that was a big. That's a big one that I used, and I hope I'm doing this video right. I don't know. I'll get into that part of it in just a minute. But my main brand, other than the It, is this is the palette that I used for the longest time. And I know many of you don't care for Tarte, but Tarte is good on my skin. And I like the Amazonian clay in it. And it's just good for me. And that's what I like. It's what I like. But the Tartelette, I'd like to get the Tarteless Bloom one. I think it's on sale for $29, but I'm on a no spend. I'm trying really hard no spend. But this palette, I love this palette. This is the second one that I've had of this. I'm sorry it's so reflective. I'm trying to get it so it's not. I love this palette. This is the second one. I've panned the other one. The only color I didn't pan in the other one was the black, because I didn't really know. I never really used black and stuff. But I'm learning more how to use the black. But I love this because I'm trying to do this so it's not so reflective. I love this one because you could use these as a lot of them as transition shades, or just a kind of nice to lay down. I love this. I use this color a lot, and I use this color a lot underneath. I just like them, and I know a lot of people don't like them, but I like these because I just like the formula. I love this pink. It's nice and light, so you can put it over top of something. See, it's hard to even see it, but you know, and they blend. They blend in really nice, you know, like underneath. And then when you put colors on top, it just looks good. So this is like one of my favorite palettes, I'd have to say. I know it looks a little drab, but it's like what I like to put underneath. I mean, the last couple looks I haven't used this, but this is a big one that I really, really like. And then this one here is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. Looks, you know, many of you probably have seen this one before. I haven't gotten into this one too much. I kind of have used, well, these are kind of, whoops, these are so reflective. I've gotten into these and they're kind of getting down there a little bit. You know, I've learned how to put more in. But when I first got this particular palette, the ones I was using was these ones here for highlights. And then I started using, you know, these. And then I started showing it on YouTube. And then that's when I digged into the darker colors or whatever. But I was going on, like with Tarte, I've used Tarte for a very, very long time or whatever. So, that's just how it is. And then this is one of my newer ones that I really, really, really love. And this is more of a QVC thing, because I got this whole thing. I love the smell of it. Oops, I just got pink. I love this because it's got, you know, a little bit of bronzer. And this is, like a highlight or whatever. It's got my blush in the middle, which is a nice blush. And you can make a nice look out of those colors. So this is one of my favorites, I'd have to say, too. That I wear sometimes on a day-to-day. I wear this one. Because I really like it. I love Tarte. So, yeah. So there's that one. And then when I don't travel very much, but like I might go and stay at my mom's when it's, well, we won't get into that, but I go down with my mom, or when I was staying at the hospital a lot with my son or whatever. This one in particular, I use this one quite often. The Tarte Pro Glow to Go. I'll open it in just a second. And then they came out with the Hamptons Weekend Contour Kit. So I'll show you those. These went with me a lot. This one went with me like almost all the time. And then pretty much the foundation and the powder and the mascara went with me, and eyeliner I had with me there. For the most part, that's what these were used for, and this one I took a lot with me to the hospital or whatever. But I really like these because, of course, they have a mirror in them, but it's nice because I could use them for an eyeshadow or for whatever, and they're very reflective, but just kind of like I could kind of brown up, you know, contour on my face, well, bronze my face with here. And then we had the highlight, you know, you had a highlight, and then this is kind of a highlight too, this one here, see, but I could make a look out of those colors. I know it's hard to tell, but I use this quite often, and I don't want to hit pan on it, and it smells so good. And of course, it travels, so it's little, so it travels nice. And then, once they came out with this one, I really, 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 really like this one because I could do eyeshadow or face. And with this one, it's got a little bit darker bronzer at the bottom. It's got a nice blush and a highlight. It's got, you know, it's got the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight, you know, so, and I could easily, you know, wear those colors for either, you know, for my face or on my eyes, you know, just one color I could use, and they blend out real nice, you know what I mean? They're not like in your face kind of colors. So I really, really, really like that, and I would use that. I'm getting there. I'm getting to the end, I promise. And then when they came out with this one here, I've got other Tarte palettes. I don't have the, what is that, fiery one. That one I wasn't as impressed with. I mean, if I get it, then that's fine. But I found some not little dupes, but little ways that Tarte has some other little small eyeshadow things that are like sort of this size. And they're pretty much, you could almost make that palette, that one fiery, what is it? I don't even remember what the name of it is, because that's why I didn't like it. It has like the orangey colors and stuff in it. It's pretty much this one little palette I have called Flirt. It's got almost all the colors in it except for the really dark brown that's up in the corner, but then I got and that's a lot cheaper. They were only like $23 or something, versus the palette for what? I mean, I know they're on sale this weekend for $29, but for what? What are they? Close to $50 or whatever they are. But anyway, this one here, this Tarte, it's called Buried Treasure, and that's what the outside looks like. When they came out with this one, I had to have it. And it's got all different colors. So some are mattes, and I mean, they've got mattes and shimmers, you know. I do wish, though, it was just a little bit different. I wish this was a bigger pan. I could have used this as a bigger pan, and maybe say this one is a smaller pan, you know, because I don't want to hit pan on it, because I really like this this color here, but as you can see, I'm a pink person, that I wear a lot of pinks, you know, and stuff. But I'm getting, obviously, because I got blue on and brown, I'm getting out of that. And this has been a jump up for me. So this here I started using before. I don't even know if this was shown by anybody, or if it wasn't for very long or whatever, but I seen this and I had to have it. So those are all my Tarte makeup products. The only other, where did it go now? I lost it. Where did it go? Oh no. I really wanted to show, here's now this one. Would you call this a YouTube buy? It's not actually a buy, but it's from someone on YouTube. Because she gave it to me, Raven, you gave me this buxom blush, not blush, listen to me, buxom in Claire, and I never used buxom before because I stuck to my basics, and now I'm branching out to other brands, you know, and everything. She sent me this, I think, what'd I win? I won a palette from her, a Hush palette or something from her, and she also included this buxom in it and this gloss, so it kind of opened, and I have a crap load of glosses. I don't know, I buy them and I have lipsticks out the yin yang that I don't wear. If you've seen them, they're almost all the same color. But she sent this to me, and this got me turned on to wearing shiny glosses. So YouTube didn't make me buy it, but since Raven has sent this, she sent this to me, I have got another little kit that I found it's a little bit darker than this color, and it has a lip, I think it has a lipstick and a lip pencil, like, you could use it as the lip pencil you could actually use as the lip color, the whole lip, and then you put a little bit of it on top. It's just a little bit more mauvey. So since getting this, I've bought this other little kit. So you could kind of say YouTube made me buy it, in the sense that that Raven, who has her channel, kind of got me into wanting to buy it. So there's that for the makeup. I know we're going on to big here. I just real quick, I'm going to go over a little bit of skincare stuff, just real fast, and then I'll leave you be. At night, I like to put on the Vaseline lip therapy. I did realize this was Rosy Lips. This one does, it's pinks. It makes your lips pink. But if I know the next day I have somewhere I need to go, and I know I'm just going to want to wear a gloss or something like that, I will just really cake this on, like before I go to bed, because I put this on before I go to bed. And so it sets on there, and then it makes my lips nice and pink. You know, after I've washed, you know, my face and everything, my lips will still be pink, which is kind of nice. And so, so I guess it's all right to have that. So I do that for the lips. I started out using the Nivea Soft moisturizing cream on my face and stuff, and which is a refreshing light moisturizer, which is very good. Nivea is a very, very good brand for your face. Very good. But I had some issues, so my dermatologist wanted me to do completely CeraVe, because the way they were explaining it to me is you could buy all these other, like Paula's Choice and Ulla Henderson and all this kind of stuff, but when it boils right down to it ingredients wise, you can get everything you need from the CeraVe products. This is what they're telling me, you know. But the others are good too, and they've recommended some other things that I've got here, but I'm all about the CeraVe. I use the CeraVe facial wash. I use the I mean, I add in some other exfoliants and stuff from time to time, but this is the micellar water, the hydrating micellar water. I use the under eye cream. I do every couple of nights, I use the serum, and I have a heavier moisturizer. That one you can really feel, and it stays tacky. But on a day-to-day, I just use the regular moisturizer from CeraVe, the nice line. So this is good stuff. It doesn't burn my eyes or anything else. It's very gentle. It hydrates your skin. It has a protective barrier. It has the hyaluronic acid and the niacinamide and the ceramides. I never can say it right. 3 essentials. You don't have to rinse it out. So I really, I don't know if you read any of that. The CeraVe, you guys really should think about CeraVe. It's really good stuff. And so what I do with the Nivea, though, is because it is really, really good for you, and you don't want to, you could use, there is a body, well, it's in this, like this form of moisturizer of the CeraVe, which you could use. I tend to use this more like on my chest and my arms, my legs. I mean, I also have a Vaseline intensive, but for the most part, I try to use this here because I had some skin scares on my body, and it was because I was changing around and I was trying this one from Bath and Body Works and this and that, and it wasn't good. So, but the Nivea, very good. It's just a light cream, just kind of, it's good for you. It's just good for your skin. It's got lots of good stuff. Okay, and then real quick, I'm gonna tell you, these are expensive. I wish I could buy more of these. I love this Sky Iceland solution for stress skin, the Hydro Cooling Firming Eye gels. There's only 4 in a pack, so I really use these sparingly. I wish I could use them more. These are super. They help with puffiness. They help with the darkness under your eyes, the tiredness and everything. But like I said, I only use these every so often because there's only 4 in here and they're pretty expensive. When I want to do a clay mask, believe it or not, the Sephora brand, these Sephora things, I think they're $5 to $8. I can't remember exactly. These clay, and they say that there's only 4 uses. I've already done 4 uses, and there's tons of product in here. I paint it all over my face, and then, like for this one here, the pink one is for unifying and brightening. And it's, I paint it on my face or whatever. It's real easy. It helps with brightening. And then I have the purple one is for moisturizing and smoothing. These little masks, they're really good. These little clay masks. And they don't dry out your skin or make your skin tight or anything like that. They hydrate and soften. And then this one, this is the newest one I've gotten. It's for anti-fatigue and energizing. This is the red clay mask. So this is the newer one. So I think I've only used this one maybe once. So you can use these, twice a week if you want to. But the most recent thing that I've picked up that my dermatologist and my physician, my actual physician, well, she's actually a for cancer or whatever. She was talking to me, and she told me about this Earth Therapeutic pro-organic facial masks. These have 5 of them in it. I'm trying not to glare you. I got the vitamin E. There's a whole bunch of them that she wanted me to get. The vitamin E, which is moisturizing, healing, and replenishing. It's got all sorts of stuff. Protective barrier, it helps with damaging caused from different things. Keeps your skin supple. Face masks. So, and you don't have to rinse this off. I take the extra essence and I run it all down my chest and everything. And then the other one, which I have not tried this one yet, is the retinol one. So I'm going to try that one. It's got some vitamin A. She wanted me to use this to help with this, to boost cell turnover and to stimulate cellular renewal in my face because of the scarring and stuff from the skin cancer they had to take off my face. But anyway, so this is the newest thing, and she was telling me that this brand, this Earth Therapeutics, is really good. Now, I was looking all over for it, and it was really, really expensive, but I happened to be in Kohl's. Go figure. I was in Kohl's, and they had these up by where the makeup was, and I was like, why would it be at Kohl's? But anyway, they did. They had it right there. And so I got them there. And they were they were a lot cheaper to do it there. So those are the masks that I use. Those, all the clay masks. Those are just some of the makeup products. I could go on and on. As you can see, I'm a long talker. I will try. I don't know where I'll edit this down, but I'll try. So, if you're coming from Raven's channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Make sure you stick around. I upload here and there. I'm trying to get better at it. And, yeah, say hello. So I know, I'd love to get to know you. And for those of you that are longtime friends, thanks for watching. And I'm so glad you were here and you sat through all of this. I just basically touched on things. I'm not exactly sure this is how this video was supposed to go, but these are products that YouTube did not make me buy, and I have many, many more. Maybe I should do a video, what QVC talked me into buying. I could do that one. So anyway, thank you so much for being here and for watching and sticking around. Be looking out for my video on how I got this look. If you're interested, it should be up soon. And I also have another video coming up of my Walmart beauty box that I get, my spring box that I got. And so those are some upcoming videos that will be coming your way. So if you can, subscribe. Please like this video, comment below, and I hope to see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Keep smiling.